Go ahead, Akhi. Further.
Oh, okay. The question was, I heard a lot of hadith. I heard a lot of people say stuff on Muhammad ibn Abdul Wahhab and his relationship and his relationship with the Ottomans. I just would like you to elaborate on that.
Muhammad bin Abdul Wahhab and his relationship with the Ottomans. An important question. And that's a very long discussion. What's important is, as we mentioned before about politics tonight, there's always been political influence for and against. For and against. So Muhammad bin Abdul Wahhab, whether you like him or not, accept him or reject him, his relationship with the Ottomans and others, so on and so forth, whatever Muhammad ibn Abdul Wahhab is guilty of, you have to make sure that the Ottomans aren't guilty of that as well. So if you're making a campaign against Muhammad ibn Abdul Wahhab, he said that the Ottomans were non-believers, they were disbelievers, he did this, he did that, etc., etc., etc. Okay, you may be right, you may be wrong. And before I go on with this answer, this has nothing to do with for or against Muhammad ibn Abdul Wahhab, and has nothing to do with for or against the Ottomans. It's not to promote Muhammad ibn Wahhab or to demote or denounce him. It's not to support the Ottomans or to say bad things about them. That's an objective answer. Everyone understand this? This is an objective answer. So Ibn Abdul Wahhab, someone claims that he was an extremist. He was a zealot. He rushed to call people kuffar that didn't agree with his understanding, his version, his comprehension of Islam, etc., etc. Okay, fight it. First and foremost is that has to be proven historically. That has to be proven. And if that's proven, the people that you're defending against Muhammad ibn Abdul Wahhab and saying that they were wronged and oppressed, you have to make sure that they weren't guilty of that same act. So now let's look at history. Did the Ottomans and the Ottoman Empire, did they fight others?
No.
Did they kill? Who were the leaders of the Muslims before they were? What wars took place between the Ottomans and others who were Muslim, or those who claimed to Islam? What's the justification of them fighting this dynasty, and this caliphate, and this sultanate? The Ottomans among themselves, did they fight? Did they practice fratricide? Did brothers kill each other to take the throne? So you can't demonize Ibn Abdul Wahhab and turn a blind eye at other issues with the Ottomans. You get it? And it's a fact that there were countless wars and battles and blood that was shed, whether it was right or wrong, but there was a justification for those wars. These Shiite Safavids, this is an example, a mufti from the Ottomans, he says they are not Muslim, they are kuffar. Therefore, it is lawful to spill their blood on the battlefield. Their territory, their spoils can be taken. Okay, is that true or is that wrong? You have to prove that through what? History. Muhammad ibn Abdul Wahhab rahimahullah saying these people who say this, who do this, who worship like this, they're kuffar. They're not Muslim, therefore their blood and their property is lawful. So you can't turn Ibn Abdul Wahhab into a demon and make others angelic. You get the point? That's extremely that's partisanship. That's you're being a partisan. And that's what 99.9% of people who talk about Ibn Abdul Wahhab do. You get the point I'm trying to make? He killed Muslims. Okay. This dynasty, did they kill Muslims? This ruler, did they kill Muslims? Or Saudis, they're with the kuffar. They took the British ball. Okay, no problem. Egypt, Syria, Lebanon, this country, Morocco, Algeria. What's their relationship with the kuffar? What's their relationship with the British? What pact and agreement do they have with the French to fight the rival Muslim state in the next country? You get the point I'm trying to make? So most people, they're unwilling to accept the harsh realities of history. That's the point. Most people, except for the few whom Allah gives mercy to, and they're non-Muslims that are like that are objective and fair, most people are unwilling to accept the ugly nature of history. And there have been people who did things that were wrong in the name of Islam. And there are people who did what they thought was right, and they were mistaken. And for sure, Ibn Abdul Wahhab is not the what? He's not the only one. You get the point I'm trying to make? Regardless of right or wrong. Okay? So just read history And you'll see how many battles and wars were fought between different Muslims. Years before Muhammad ibn Wahhab was even what? Thought about. Muhammad ibn Wahhab, he destroyed the Khilafah, he destroyed the Caliphate, blah, 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 blah. Read history, akhi. They were in Egypt, they were in Syria, they were in Turkey, they were in Asia Minor, they were in etc. How many different dynasties and sultanates were there? Times in which different Muslim factions claimed to be the legitimate Khalifa. So just don't take propaganda. That's the point. Don't take propaganda from anybody. Don't take propaganda for Muhammad ibn Wahhab, and don't take propaganda for the Ottomans. Don't accept propaganda against Muhammad ibn Abdul Wahhab. And don't accept propaganda what? Against the Ottomans. They're Sufis, they're grave worshippers, they're this and that. They're propaganda. Look at the facts. Read the facts. Let the truth be your guide. Be in the night ta'ala. You get the point I'm trying to make? And last but not least, it's very dangerous. People, they say, Muhammad bin Abdul Wahhab, rahimahullah, he's the foundation of this Islamic group, this terror group, this extremist group, killing Muslims, fundamentalism, extremism, blah, 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 blah. Okay, no problem. The people that you're trying to defend, and you're saying that Muhammad ibn Abdul Wahhab destroyed because of his extreme perverted ideas on kufr and iman and ibadah, how did they even establish their dynasties? Through what? Peaceful negotiations? It's a serious question. Whether it's the Ottomans or other non-Ottomans, you think they established their empires through peace? Through sitting down drinking tea with the Byzantines and the Mongols? Of course not. It was established for what? So people need to stop being hypocritical. Don't be hypocritical for or what? Or against anybody. Have a general standard. That's the point. And hopefully you guys get what I'm trying to say. Wallahu alam. Question is coming from Burnsville, Minnesota. How to deal with people who don't pray at work. People who don't pray at work, bro, wear hijab. How to give dawah to opposite gender. Give them dawah. Give them a reminder. Remind them. It's literally that simple. Just remind them. I got a book I read. I don't think you should check it out. I listened to a sheikh on YouTube. Here, I'll send you the link. Just give them dawah. That's simple. Don't force them. Don't fight with them. Give them a good word. AM from Seattle, Washington. When we pray at home, do we make a adhan in iqamah? You should. It's a good thing to do. Bidnillahi ta'ala. SD from London. Is forgiveness always praiseworthy? Jazakallahu khairan. Who said forgiveness was even praiseworthy from the beginning? Who said that? TA from Stokey, Norway. My ceiling fan is practicing Sufism. And what way should I approach for its rectification? AB from Doha, Qatar. Will it be halal to watch World Cup 2022 in stadiums or TV? What about working there as a staff? I saying the word halal, no disrespect intended. I wouldn't say that it's absolutely haram to watch sports and soccer. Certain things are and may be haram, disliked. But absolutely all sports, you can't watch no sports. I wouldn't say that. I wouldn't say that myself. Working in a stadium, working as a staff member in any place in which there's a mixture of elements. There is clear halal and there is clear haram. There's gray, unclear, which way, maybe not. That's anywhere. Wherever you go, that's going to be the case in the modern world today, not just America or the West. A supermarket, right? A bank, you work as a security guard at a casino, or let's get even deeper than that. You're an entrepreneur, you have your own business, you do a contracting service. You work at sanitation. You can't pick up the trash for a club or a church. Can the nightclub, the gay club, can it stay open if it has mountains of trash in front of it? Yes or no? It can't, right? So therefore, by you removing their trash, or you laying a sidewalk in front of that location, or working on the electricity, or the plumbing, or anything like this, you're an important part of their existence. So you can't do that. So you can't have your own construction business. You can't work for sanitation. If you're a bus driver or a train driver, you can't work on Sunday morning. How many old ladies want to get on your train and bus going to church? She's getting with her bag and her Bible. Praise Jesus, the Lord's good name. Good morning. Oh, I'm running late for church. You stop at 34th Street? You stop at such, she's telling you she's going to church. What are you going to say? Get off my bus? You don't have a choice. So there's so many different issues like this. Seek Allah's help and try your best. Wallahu alam. Fadl akhi.
Alright, so you said the casino's not good for you. This is called, you can't watch sports because sports are like what's it called? Haram, yes.
Say that again?
I'm saying they're saying you cannot go to the casino and you can't go to what's it called? The convention center and
A stadium, etc. What about it?
yeah, the casino is like, they get the money and then they have the like American dollars to give it, and they got I mean the dollars for free and they free to go if they have money from the casino.
Understood. Well, casinos are problems. You should stay out of the casino.
Right.
But the gambling in the casino is only one small aspect of the casino. There's so many other things that are included in the casino, such as parking. Correct? Security.
Yes.
Being a chef. I work as a chef in a casino. I cook food. I'm not calling people to gambling. I'm a culinary chef. And you do electricity. You have a contract to fix a building. There are many different aspects of that. Wallahu alam. As far as the question with regards to forgetfulness, then if I misread your question, then please forgive me, inshallah. It says in the bottom, forgiveness is not praiseworthy. Have you read Surah 42, 43, 5, 44? SubhanAllah, may Allah guide you and me. Ameen. I think that I made a mistake and I said forgetfulness. And you typed forgiveness. Who said that it's praiseworthy to forget? As far as forgiveness, then of course, forgiveness is praiseworthy. That's a fact. As far as the answer to the question, then there are many instances in which you don't forgive someone that you don't feel is going to appreciate the forgiveness. A bully, a tyrant. Sometimes you show the bully or the tyrant mercy. And one of the reasons why that person's a bully is because he was bullied. And no one ever showed him mercy or forgiveness. But some people, as we said earlier, they're lost beyond what? Reach. It's too late for him. He won't respect anything but harshness. And you have to punish him. And forgiving him will only be a means of him taking it for granted and going out and having another chance to oppress other people. And Allah surely knows best. Jazakallah khairan for making dua for me. Question is coming from SH from DC, Abu Akhira. That's your man. Assalamu alaikum. Should one continue one's plan for Umrah Hajj if the fitna of the ibadah may be a fitna for them? Barakallahu feek. Make jihad against your nafs. Wallahu alam. Khair, inshallah. We'll stop here, guys, tonight, if that's okay with you, brothers. If there are other questions, inshallah. Barakallahu feekum. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi ta'ala wa barakatuh. Father, go ahead, Akhi.
Let's say you're in a scenario where you miss Salat al-Dhuhr and then now it's Salat al-Asr. Do you have to pray Dhuhr first or?
You missed the Dhuhr, it's now time for Asr. You have to make the Dhuhr first, etc. If you have enough time, you make the Dhuhr first, then the Asr. But if Asr is about to go out, you're going to miss Asr, pray Asr first. And then make up, inshallah ta'ala, the missed Dhuhr. Clear, inshallah. Okay, anything else, guys?
I'd like to remind the brothers, a good brother is selling some